What is up everyone, and we are back with another guide about Phantasy Star Online 2. Today we are talking about recycle badges and if you should buy them in mass quantities. If you didn't know, recycle badges can be used instead of AC gear for exchanging them at the swap shop. They are a 1-to-1 ratio and it's highly recommended to exchange your cheap AC gear for these recycle badges because they stack unlike the individual AC items. The main thing they're really used for is Augment insurance for slots, which means if you fail an Augment up to 4 slots, it will refund you everything and you can start over and try again. This is extremely powerful in late game augmenting because it allows you to retry your end game augments. For example, if you're trying to augment Mana Reverie, Astral Soul, Ether Factor, and Crack 5, and if any of those augments fail on a 4 slot item and you have an Augment insurance 4 slot item, it rewinds time and gives you back everything, all your fodder pieces, and your base gear so you don't waste millions of Meseta. So the main question is, should you stock up and buy recycled badges? The answer to that is yes to an extent. In my opinion, you should try to aim for a few hundred late game, and you don't need more than that unless your luck isn't on your side. If you haven't noticed, in the last couple of weeks, recycle badges went up to around 330k each on ship 1, and they are now back down to 220k each. This is all due to Meseta sellers. If you didn't watch my other video explaining about them, the main reason to stay away from buying Meseta is that there's a chance that they might steal your credit cards. From there, they use your stolen credit cards to buy a lot of AC on their accounts and buy AC scratch ticket items. Then you are left with the bill while they eat for free. Hopefully you can catch it in time or you will be screwed for up to 7 years as it may hit your credit score. So the reason they went up so high is because of speculation. Everyone knew about these Augment insurance items and they bought as many recycle badges as they can afford to and tried to sell it for a profit. At one point there are only 3 sellers on ship 1 with recycle badges and they control the market via a monopoly. Since they own all the stock, they can sell it for whatever price they wanted, and yes, they still continue to sell. That is until Meseta sellers got their hands on your credit cards and bought thousands of dollars worth of AC scratch ticket items. And with an abundance of scratch ticket items, they were able to exchange those cheap ones for recycled badges, which increased the supply dramatically and dropped the price back down to 220k each, and I believe now it's 210k each, and that is why the price fluctuated so much. So first, you don't need to buy Meseta. I make Meseta making guides and other YouTubers do as well. So follow me and subscribe if you want to learn legit ways to making Meseta. On top of that, if you want to learn how to make free AC and free premium every single month, that guide will be listed in the description down below and the first pinned comment. Yes, 100% free every month. Secondly, you don't need to buy the whole market's recycle badges. You don't need that many recycle badges, so if you see the market rise again, don't panic because other people who got their hands on those stolen credit cards will enable Meseta sellers to bring the recycle badges prices back down. This will always be the case unless no one buys Meseta from these Meseta sellers. If you go to the Japan version, you don't see them spamming endlessly because the market isn't there, and that's why those recycle badges prices are rising. But since the market isn't there, they came to the global version and are selling to uninformed people, so I urge you greatly not to buy Meseta from anyone. Lastly, if you do see an opportunity to take advantage of the market, then by all means play the market if you can. A lot of people do this to make Meseta, but be warned, with the mass quantities of Meseta sellers out there, it's really risky to do so because they can just steal more credit cards and get more recycled badges with no cost to them. And with that being said, that's it for this video. If you liked this video and it helped you out, please hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. Thank you all for tuning in and listening, and until next time.